Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Age channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Malik Scott claims Anthony Joshua is not happy to fight Deontay Wilder. We all know why. Trainer Malik Scott believes that Anthony Joshua wants nothing to do with Deontay Wilder, as he paired lineup boxing matches for the end of the year. While Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn hasn't come out and say it directly, many believe that he is doing what he can to keep Joshua away from dangerous opposition. Scott believes that AJ knows that his fighting style makes him a candidate to be knocked out by Wilder, which is why he would rather face other writers. And Ruiz probably at this point. AJ is cool if he go his world career without fighting Deontay, Scott told Fight Hype when asked who would be more willing to fight Wilder. He don't really mind it. To me, AJ doesn't campaign about the fight enough. He doesn't really want it, and we all know why, because stylistically he is picture perfect to be knocked the fucking out by Deontay. Scott on fighters not wanting to fight Wilder. Malik Scott then expanded on why he believes fighters are willing to turn down a huge payday than fight Wilder. When you're the hardest puncher in the history of the sport, it's very hard for guys to want to fight you, Scott said. I'm gonna say a number. Fighters would rather stay poor than make $4 million. That's a tragedy. They would rather ask for 50-20 million knowing it's not on the table, they knowing this money is not on the table for them, but they would rather ask for that. It's insane. Deontay is one of those fighters that can literally cut your switch off completely with one shot. And that's something that most fighters don't want to face. They don't want to face that skepticism. I just want him to fight, man. I'm so frustrated, that's my brother. I love him, and to me, out of all this shit, he is the one not benefiting from it because of inactivity, Malik Scott said. The head coach of the temporary WBO heavyweight champion of the Chinese Zhang Jili, Sean George, gave an interview to the American blog about boxing and the fight against Anthony Joshua or Tyson theory. Jili can fight with fighters of any styles. If you've noticed, every single time about Jili tells all sorts of tall tales. Here he is too slow, he has slow hands, he is a C-level fighter, he only has a backhand, but in every fight we show a little more. Jili is a perfect fighter. If you move around the ring to the left, then to the right, trying to overbox, then Zhang Jili will catch you. If you are Tyson Fury, if you have the same weight, if you are tall and have a longer arm span, we will work in our own way. It doesn't matter, no matter what you do against us. Jili's IQ is high. Jili is a student of this sport. I'm not a promoter, I'm not saying this for the sake of a chapter. I'm a teacher. I analyze fights and I teach. Jili understands this and we have a good chemistry when it comes to this. Anyone, any style, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. I like all these fights. All these fighters have different styles and I'm telling you, Jili is ready for any of them, Sean George said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.